What is going on, everybody? We are back better than ever. And boy, do we got a lot to talk about. Boy, do we have a whole lot to talk about. Let me tell you that much. We got a lot to chit chat, patty whack, give a dog a bone. You feel me? And I want to talk about it. I want to get into it. Today may be a little bit of a quicker stream because I was just on Trader Main show for like an hour and a half. So I apologize. But we are also giving money away in the chat to active Kick chatters. Active chatters in Kick will be getting some dollars today. What up, Famous? What up, Murph Lord? Good to see you guys. If you are watching on YouTube or X, kick.com/notsoeasymoney. You can see the ad right here. Pull up, yap with me. Let's talk about it. I want to just go over some quick things today. We're going to run through some articles. I think I got 1 to 8 articles, some price action, then some poly market briefly. There's some interesting markets here. Some interesting markets to talk about. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Right now, it's only Murph and Famous who are going to be getting money today. And depending on how many people are active in the Kick chat, that dictates how much money people are going to get. If we have like 10 people active, I'll probably give like $50 out to 5 people. If there's only 2 people active, they're getting the whole bag of it, right? By the way, if you haven't signed up, right here, shout out our partners over at Yeet. Use code BODOGGOS. You can farm the airdrop. You can participate. We have a leaderboard as well that's giving away money. And shout out Awaken Tax. You have 6 days to do your taxes. So it's probably best that you go and do them. All right? It's probably best that you go and do them. That's what I got to say. That's where my brain is at. That's how I feel about it. So first things first, we have the boy Top Fumbler yapping away about, bro, check out Tau. What is Tau selling off? Let me get a window. Oh, yeah. Tao's nuking. Wow. That's a very gnarly sell-off on Tao. Why? What is the reason for the Tao sell-off? Gave up the entire weekly candle. 4-hour chart's nasty. Covenant _ AI. Let's see what they said. Statement from Covenant AI. Covenant AI was built on a simple conviction that the training of frontier AI models should not be SN3 leaving BitTensor. Over the past 2 years, the team has delivered on that vision. Covenant S2B is 72 billion parameter. One of the subnets rugged, apparently. Oh, shit. What up, Uncle Matt? Oh, shit. We did not take attention. We want... Yeah, so, I mean, that's obviously not good. BitTensor is entirely backed on this thesis, and we got a pretty decent soul short open right here, by the way. I want to keep this because I love the sell-off we just got. I think we're going to continue to drop down personally. BitTensor, this is not good. I wish I saw this because that's a $40 swing low on this. 5% move down. My God. Is it only 5x? Yeah. That's a nasty move. That's a nasty move. I don't have too much to talk about with it, though. Like, I don't have a position on Tao. I'm not heavily invested in Tao. I don't have any exposure to Tao. So I don't really care about Tao. Is that bad? Is that bad? Like, yeah, it sucks. It's crazy to see. It doesn't help that the market's also turning around right now, going down. So not really the situation that you want to be in at all, right? Like, that's a pretty gnarly situation. Nick's not joining again, Big Belvy. Not today. Probably next week. Probably next week. But I want to talk about a couple things. Also, real quick. Famous, give me your Yeet username. I need your Yeet username. I need your Yeet username. Once again, if you are watching on X or YouTube, come over to kick.com. All right, got that. Boom. Thank you, Famous. Famous, you're getting $100 because you're always here. Oh yeah, I should put the kick link in. I should put the kick link in YouTube. I'll start doing that just so people can see it. Only because kick is just easier to track, and for metrics, it's just much easier for me. So Famous, you got $100. That still leaves $150 to active chatters in the kick community. The kick chatters are the ones who are going to get rewarded. So like I said, I'm not streaming too long today, but I want to just get right into it. So the first things first, we got some articles. So it's not really points. It's just easier for me. Another day I'll do YouTube commenters. Another day we'll do some other shit. We'll mix it up. We will definitely mix it up. But right now I'm doing kick chatters. It's free to make an account. It is free to make an account. So let me pull up these articles. I would like to pull up these articles. Boom. Back over to here. Boom. We have the opening bell. So let's talk about it. Bitcoin shoots above 72K on optimism. Grows over the Middle East ceasefire. Right now, there is a lot of talks of peace in the Middle East. A lot of talks about peace in the Middle East. You have Iran negotiations. Gambit, give me your Yeet username. You got $50. You're here every day. You're the GOAT. Gambit15, give me your Yeet username. You just got $50 because you literally show up every single day. You're my boy. See, that's all you got to do is just show up to the stream. Be active in the chat and you get paid. Like, is there really a better situation to be in than just getting fucking free money? So I want to talk about this. Down earlier on Thursday as oil rose alongside growing questions. There are two things happening. Two things. Israel potential ceasefire in Jordan or Lebanon. I forget which one it is. I want to say Lebanon. And then Iran and U.S. discussions happening in Islamabad, Pakistan on Saturday? Those two situations are very interesting to me because if they hold up, Bitcoin will rise. However, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is putting in a lower high here. You are going to either see, I think we get a head and shoulders pattern right here. I think we get a head and shoulders pattern right here. So there's peace conversations happening Saturday in Islamabad. I do think, and personally, I am short. I am short here. I'm short Solana. I'm not going to hold this short long. This is the other thing. Bitcoin to 80K just took over the market. Whales and options are betting on a massive Bitcoin reversal toward 80,000 as a fragile Iran ceasefire fuels hopes for a supply squeeze and a breakout. We could theoretically on this get as high as 73K. If we break above 80K, then you're looking at a higher time frame head and shoulders, in my opinion. But I do think this is a short-term rally. I mean, dude, you could even get up to 110K and still print a lower high. This area, this 97K, is an area I'm closely watching. But right now, my brain tells me not to be long. It just says don't be long. So I'm not long. I would rather be short here. Despite Bitcoin analysts, despite the Iran ceasefire, Iran charging people to go through the Strait of Hormuz, there's a lot of issues on that. A lot of issues on that. Continuing down this path, I want to fly through these articles and we'll get to a little bit of charting here. Trump's World Liberty Financial borrowed millions from a protocol its own advisor co-founded. On-chain data shows World Liberty Fi deposited $5 billion of its own tokens as collateral or borrow stablecoin, then sent to Coinbase Prime, pushing a lending pool to 100% utilization and leaving depositors unable to withdraw. This is crazy. How is nobody talking about this? How is not a single soul talking about this? How is nobody talking about this? That's crazy. Floor Poppy also sign up on Yeet. Gambit 15 and Floor Poppy sign up on Yeet. That's the thing. Mark 151A, you're spot on. If you're watching on YouTube, almost guaranteed talks fall through like how we flaked in the China meeting. I agree. I don't think we're going to get the peace deal this weekend. And the reason being, I'm on no meeting by tomorrow night simply because I don't think that it's going to happen in time. I think it'll end up happening the next day. Yeah. Like, I just don't see that happening. No, Kick's not phone only. By the way, I'm going to post in this. Kick.com/ if you're on YouTube, that's the Kick account. It's not KIK, it's KICK. Oh yeah, this is moving in our direction. Okay. This is the craziest story. I don't know how nobody's talking about this. World Liberty Fi backed to pledge 5 billion WLFI tokens on Dolomite lending to borrow 75 million stables, draining the USD1 pool and sending more than 40 million to Coinbase. They printed their own tokens, borrowed against it, and just printed. They literally printed their own money and just hammered it. You said who's underpriced on the Masters? I still like John Rahm. I know it's dumb to think he even has a chance at this point. Damn, Bryson on the 1%. John Rahm at 1%. Yeah, so basically what you're looking for here, I think Xander could be a decent one at 8. Rory's got the heavy lead. So, I mean, I would probably take the no on Rory in hopes he blows up. Scotty's up here. But dude, the Masters is 4 days, so these are going to fluctuate a lot unless Rory runs away tomorrow with it and ends up getting like a substantial lead. I've not even looked at the leaderboard. So Rory's 5 under. Patrick Reed 3 under, Fleetwood 2 under, Adam Scott 0. This is actually wild to see. And Patrick Reed is not even in the conversation. Patrick Reed's 5%, Fleetwood's 4%. I would take the no on Scotty here. Is this not the actual Masters? Oh, here we go. Leaderboard. Yeah, Burns and McIlroy are number one. Sam Burns. Why? I hate that it looks like this shit, dude. 5 under, 5 under, 3 under, 3 under. Reed Scheffler is 2 under. I would no on Scotty Scheffler at 82 cents. I just love Jon Rahm. I'm actually going to take some shares. Can I actually get filled on this? Yep. We're taking no on Scotty here. This might be a dumb take, but we're in. 82 cents no on Scotty. Yeah, we're taking no on Scotty. Let's see if the kid can hold up, kid. Let's see if the kid can hold up. I'm no on Scotty. Bets on Polymarket makes this too much volatility for the Masters. Could be, yeah, that's the thing. It could be anyone's game. So, like, you almost could just swing trade no's until the last day. Like, look at this. Rory was 7%. You had a 3.5x. Oh, no at. Sorry. There you go. There you go. Hey, Uncle Matt, I appreciate you. Gambit, please tell me if you have a Kick account, please, because we have more money to give away, and I'll have to move it over to next week, which I don't want to do. I would love to give it away today because I can't stream tomorrow. Oh, Bomb Skunk, give me your app. Give me your app. You got $50. Bomb Skunk, you got 50 beans. We're just firing today. We're just fine. I still can't get over this. Like, that's so crazy to me. Gambit, make a Yeet account, use the code, and you get $50. Make the Yeet account today. Scan the QR code in the bottom left of the stream. Bomb Skunk 420, done. $50. Gambit, you also have $50 if you make an account, but make it soon. We're already halfway through, a little less than halfway. I'm not streaming long. I'm fucking tired. Let's see what TD Cohen says are the three crypto stocks that could beat Bitcoin ETFs. TD Cohen initiated coverage of Nakamoto, SharpLink, and Strive. SharpLink is Tom Lee's. Yeah, out stream, I'll send those over. So we have Gambit with 50. Uncle Matt, sadly, no, it does not hook up. And it's a process to make one. So I apologize. Vitanza's price target's $1 for Nakamoto, 16 for SharpLink, 26 for Strive. $1? That's a 5x. Okay. Strive at 964. They're saying that Strive $26. $26 for Strive is absolutely asinine. A 3x on Strive and SharpLink. Oh my god, bro! They're calling for like 5, 6. Oh, Tom Lee's Bitmine. Who's SharpLink? Who's SharpLink Gaming? Bonsker, I appreciate you. Streaming with Maine was a ton of fun. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Alan, which one is SharpLink? Joseph Chalmers. Somebody else is associated with SharpLink. I forget who it is. It's a prominent name. And I cannot remember who it is. But these are crazy price targets. Crazy price targets. Nakamoto to $1 is a 5x. SharpLink to 16 is a 2x. And SBET. SharpLink 16 and 26 for Strive. Bro, they're calling for some wild returns on these. Wild returns. Absolutely insane. I look at this and I'm like, there's just no way these end up doing this. There we go. Just so you guys can see the bottom of the chart. SBET. Yeah. That's crazy. Okay. Continuing to run through our opening bell. Yeah, I don't know how Naka makes a comeback. That thing's 20 cents. That thing's literally worthless. I just don't see that one making a comeback at all. Like, bro, there's been so much crazy shit today. Like, when I look at this, I've just been posting, how's no one talking about this? How's nobody talking about this? And then how's nobody talking about what happened earlier today with Melania Trump? Melania Trump had a statement today where she came out and just basically went sicko mode on the Epstein files. It was weird. It was really weird. I saw that. I was like, this is weird. What are we doing here? This is weird. Why are we doing this? Is crazy. Like, what is going on right now? Why are we thinking about this? Why is this a thing? And sure enough, it was the thing. Oh, Gambit 15 cash. That's $50 for Gambit. Which means we still have $50 to give away. $50 to give away to somebody else who comments their kick name, comments their yeet name in the kick chat. Yeah, Donald did not even know. Donald was like, I had no idea she was doing that today. Normally, so I actually had some decent printer. I had a decent printer on let me actually log out and log in. Nope. It's gonna do some dumb shit. Nope. I made some decent money on Melania Trump today because I was like, normally they give you a talk about what they're gonna be saying, and today they just didn't. Today they didn't. So I hit all of these. Be best, law, danger, April. Like, we did well on those. I was very, very happy about this. We ended up printing a decent little bag on all of these, resolving, which was crazy to see. But real quick, Farcoin's price crashed $50 after $145 million manipulation bet went wrong. The liquidation was so large relative to the order book that Hyperliquid's auto deleveraging mechanism activated, forcibly closing profitable short positions on the other side of the trade to prevent the system from accumulating bad debt. A highly leveraged... Ooh, this is going against me now. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Up 43 bones. Yeah, I like this right here. On-chain data shows two main wallets built 145.24 million token long position that helped drive Farcoin's rally before they were forcibly liquidated in large blocks as thin liquidity magnified the move lower. The liquidation was so large that Hyperliquid's auto deleveraging system kicked in, forcibly closing profitable short positions for about $894. $894. Like, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? I want to actually just move this up because I want to look at Fartcoin real quick. I want to look at Fartcoin. Has Fartcoin rallied back? Nope. Damn. Damn. Look at this 15-minute chart. It's right there. Moved all the way up to 245 and then giga nuked. That's a nasty, nasty sell-off. Oh, Theo, you got the $50. Done. Done. Okay, just sent those over. You guys should get those soon. Theo, you're my goat, bro. Theo, you're my goat. For those that are unfamiliar, if you're active in the kick chat, we just reward you with some cash. Each week, I give away $250 to just people active in the kick chat. And since there's no stream tomorrow, we didn't do it. Next week will be Monday through Friday, $50 a day. Normally I stream earlier in the day, Mondays and Fridays, because I like to catch open market. And then we stream at night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's usually how it goes. Tau is proof of authority. What happened with Tau? Oh, so you missed that. Alan, you missed that. With Tau, it was a one of the subnets left. One of the subnets was like, we're out of here. Damn, hold up. Speaking of Tom Lee, Tom Lee's Bitmine uplist to the New York Stock Exchange and expands their buyback to $4 billion. They hold nearly 4% of ETH total supply, and shares have struggled along with crypto. Began trading on the New York Stock Exchange after moving from NYSE America. The company lifted its share repurchase off to $4 billion from $1 billion, and Bitmine now holds about 4.8 million ETH, nearly 4% of the total supply. That's crazy. Oh, the subnet left. The best subnet left. Okay. So I just don't know enough about it. I'm not a big Tau guy, right? Like, that's just the reality of the situation. So let's get into the market snapshot here just so we can talk about this. So looking at the market here, we've had our lines drawn. Bitcoin ended up rallying pretty damn hard. Pretty hard. Made a new high relative to the last week. I do think our shorts will end up being in position. ETH, still just over our entry. Ended up tapping off of our entry, rejecting all the way back up. So you could have gotten a TP1 there. Not too crazy. Sol, right at our stop loss. If Solana gets all the way back to 82.49, that's going to be ugly because I do think the downside significantly outweighs the upside. Hyperliquid, in a long territory where I said we should go long. Almost hit to take profit. Zec, absolutely perfect trade on Zcash. We had a perfect setup on Zcash where I said you go long if we get back above 329 or if we can even get a pullback here, right? You got the pullback earlier today, just above. As soon as it broke above 326, it God candled basically in a 15, 30 hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes to wick all the way through both of our take profits. Absolutely beautiful. Granted, now I think we should be short. We should be short. I'm short. I don't know if I want to short Zcash. I'm short Sol. The S&P, huge rally, but I think we're going to open up futures lower. Reason being, I was talking about this on mainstream. I look at U.S. oil and crude oil prices. Crude was still moving up while the Bitcoin was moving up. When both of those move up in unison, one of them is lying. One of them is blatantly lying, and in this case, is Bitcoin. I think tomorrow is going to be a red down the corn. I think we get a red down the corn into negotiations on Saturday. That's where my head goes. I think we get negotiations Saturday, and there's a chance that the negotiations are not as ideal as everyone hopes they are. And if that's the case, we are going to sell off hard as shit. I do think there's a case that we end up selling off hard as shit. And that's not an ideal situation. Like at all. That's not an ideal situation. So the more I think about this, the more I'm a little bit worried. Because if the negotiation talks are not an ideal situation, we're selling hard now. We are selling hard, chat. Selling hard. I might actually hold this for a little bit. I might hold this short for a little bit. Just because it looks like this is going to continue to push much lower. Much lower. Like the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin breaks under this, it's going to go back down here to like 71K. NASDAQ looks significantly weaker in my opinion. Especially on the 4-hour. Like this is a lower high. If it rolls over tomorrow, it's in danger. Also lower high. Overall, the market looks weak. Market looks so weak to me. I think that this was your like reverse rally. And then when I look at this for the breaking news, they're saying military action against Iran ends today. I don't really believe it, man. Whoa, why'd this tank? They're saying JD Vance visit the Middle East. Ooh, 3 hours ago, New York Post says Vance might not attend. Interesting. Oh, yeah, no, okay. So he'll be there. Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, JD, maybe JD. I don't know. There's a question of safety and security, Trump said in a phone interview. So there's an argument that Vance might not be there. I think Vance is going, personally. I think Vance goes. Let me actually switch over. I'll switch over later. I don't really care. But going through, rebounding, oil's rebounding, gold's pricing up, WTI, US crude. Yeah, this is what I've had for my chart. So yeah, even if no ceasefire, they announce a ceasefire, no ceasefire. This is my playbook. This is what I think happens basically to a T. I think this is the price action that we're going to be getting. Basically across the board. I think this is where we see oil prices trade, which leads to risk on assets declining, which is not a great situation. I think that this is not a great situation. I think oil gets back up to like 120. which is very bad for our beloved cryptos, which is why we're short. That's why we're short. Also, when you look at the dollar, DXY, where's my DXY chart? Dollar has a gap above to fill. Dollar gap down, which means it's going to fill the gap. And the dollar filling this gap is bearish for crypto. So if the dollar gaps up tomorrow, like what are S&P 500 futures? Let's look at the futures. So I think longing oil is not a bad trade. I actually think longing oil is not a bad trade, Greeny. I'm short Solana here. Yeah, we're up 12%. I'm short Sol, and I don't think it's a bad move. Especially, yeah, S&P futures opened up red. S&P futures opened red. So that's not really the best situation to be in at all. Dollar has a gap up. Oil looks strong. And I look at this U.S. crude spot. This is how I think oil plays out going into February 15th. So into next week. This is the exact playbook I think is going to happen. We had no ceasefire. Then, yeah, this was the no ceasefire. This was the ceasefire. And then this is the price action for no ceasefire. Just like this. That's where I look at this. I continue to think about it. And I think oil is going to move. I think oil is going to move. I'm just torn, man, because I also I like the shorts I'm in just because this chart made a lower high. Like that's a lower high. So why would I not hold this short for the potentially new low, which would be like $80? Like theoretically, if that is a lower high, Sol should hit this part, like 81,146. Yeah, 81.5. I don't even mind it retesting those lows. That's a pretty simple playbook here. And it all comes down to what these discussions happen on Saturday. Big discussions in the Middle East, a lot of yapping, a lot of talking about it. So just nervous, I would say. But let's get over into the last segment here. Like I said, shorter stream today just because I've been on nonstop. We're going to get into this. Military action against Iran ends February 9th. That looks clear as day. This looks like it's happening, which not surprising. I'm like kind of surprised, I guess, because we haven't been attacking. It's the U.S. has stopped. Will Hezbollah conduct military action against Israel on April 9th? Yeah. Why is April 6th at 52%? Today's the 9th. Why is this market still open? See, there's some markets I just don't fully get, man. And this is one of them. We talked about the Vance market. A lot of these are military markets. The gas market, will gas hit 425 by April 30th? I think this is a yes. I think this is a yes. Yeah, I mean, this was trading at 90 cents. If oil continues back up, it will absolutely hit it. It will absolutely hit it. 9 cents more. What do they base this on? Oh, gasprices.aaa.com. Oh, yeah. 9 cents. Dude, Florida, it's $4.12. What the fuck? It's $6 in California? California's the most expensive in the country. More than Alaska? More than Hawaii? That's crazy. Holy shit. Shout out Georgia, 370. Where's it the cheapest? Kansas, 340. Wow, Kansas with the low. The low on Kansas. Oklahoma, 347. Kansas. I don't even know where Kansas is. Oh, right here. 348. Missouri, Nebraska. Oklahoma and Oklahoma's the cheapest, 347. Wow. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk? That's pretty wild to me. It's not too much. There's really not too much going on. We're going to keep this short open overnight. I really like this short. Going to keep the short open overnight. I talked a lot about what I've been doing on mainstream. Talked a lot about the markets. I don't think the top is in. I don't think the bottom's in. I think we're going to sell off more. Yeah, that's just where my head's at. I think there's just a lot of uncertainty still. Israel broke the ceasefire literally 5 minutes after it happened. And these talks in Iran are not going to go well on Saturday. The talks with Iran and Pakistan. Bro, I heard that these talks, they're passing notes back and forth. The Pakistani PM's passing notes back and forth. That's wild. What are we talking about? You're passing notes? What do you mean? Like, what are we even doing here? How? It's like a kindergarten classroom. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, this is a clusterfuck and it's not going to go well. So why would I want to long something where we're having a liquid weekend that's going to be headline driven? Maybe they say that the peace negotiations are going well. We won't even know till Saturday. So I'm like, yeah, let's just short this into Saturday. Hopefully tomorrow we hit the take profits. But overall, we'll see. I think being long right here is not a good decision. I think being short here is also not a good decision. Shout out to our towel holders. I feel for you. We'll be back again on Monday. Short stream today. I'm streamed out. I did 2 hours basically back to back. I love you all. We'll be back soon. Peace.